Hello everyone, welcome again to this new edition of IE Space Talk. We are here today with José Mariano, the founder of Zero to Infinity. José Mariano, welcome to IE.
Hi William, glad to be here with you guys.
Thank you. Let me know a little bit more about Zero to Infinity. What do you do there?
So at Zero to Infinity we like to see ourselves as purveyors of elevation. We basically take things, and hopefully people soon, up very high. Much higher than airplanes.
And how do you do that?
So we are using, instead of fighting gravity and fighting the drag of the atmosphere, we are using the atmosphere and gravity as our ally, and we are using balloons to exit up to the edge of space.
And what kind of application do you foresee there?
So being able to go to the edge of space opens a whole lot of possibilities, from providing communications, connecting the unconnected using balloons, to having the experience of a space tourism, because up there you already see that the Earth is round and the sky is black during the day, and seeing the blue planet is something amazing. And you can also put small satellites into orbit in a much more efficient way, having a launcher that detaches from the balloon and picks up speed where there's no drag.
And what is the competitive advantage of using that technology compared, for example, with other companies that are using airplanes, I understand?
Yeah, we are very excited to see a whole ecosystem of solutions to put things into orbit, from catapults to airplanes, you name it. We believe that a balloon is the most capital efficient way to do it, because the investment that is required to start generating revenues and reaching orbit is the lowest of all. Yeah, a balloon costs you like around 100,000 euro, whereas an airplane costs you maybe 70 million. To retrofit and make it capable of taking a rocket.
And what have you sent already?
So we are really application agnostic. Whatever dream that you have to happen in space, we'll try to fulfill it. So we've taken up from telecommunications equipment, cameras, sensors, solar panels. We flew a Barbie for Mattel, okay, because they wanted to do a space Barbie thing, so we flew it up there. So we've flown the entire satellites to be tested in near space. So all sorts of items. We still haven't flown a person. We want to do this with all the safety that the mission deserves, but it's on the pipeline.
Maybe we can foresee a new industry around tourism in space. How do you see that? What do you think could happen in the following years?
So of course there's the infinity in the company name, Zero to Infinity, gives you an idea of how much potential is out there. There's really almost everything to be done in space. There are lots of businesses, from tourism to telecommunications, energy, etc., that research that will benefit from more activities happening in space. I think there's like three phases to space development. The first phase has been led by countries, states, space agencies, or departments of defense, or ministries of defense. The second phase, we're in the middle of it, which has been led so far by very wealthy individuals that had made great businesses before, or had tremendous wealth like they could apply to the projects. And there's a handful of very successful companies that, of course, they sell to governments, but they are not driven by governments, they're driven by ultra high net worth individuals. And there's a third phase that is just starting now, of which we like to see ourselves as part, which is space projects and space companies led by anybody.
Are there specialized funds for investing in this kind of ideas, or how
not really. There's some funds that claim that they are the first space fund, but of the 40-something investors that we have at Zero to Infinity, none of them had invested in space before. All of them in the first conversation said, "Oh, this is not our field." But they ended up investing. This is what happens when you have a new frontier technology that hasn't been open to private investment in the past, which is also attractive because very quickly you can learn as much as the competitors.
Thank you again for being here today, and I hope that we can develop more of these activities here in IE and help the business community to understand the importance of space.
Thank you, it's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you all for watching us, and wait there for our new episode of IE Space Talks.
Bye.